Howdy y'all, Kevin here from Salty Dog Outdoors with another cigar and whiskey talk. And my camera's still doing that weird thing where the focus shifts. I don't know why it's doing that. Any of you know? Let me know. Anyway, this week's talk is brought to you by a Joya Black and some Aberfeldy Scotch. I already poured, so you're not going to see that. And, much to the cigar aficionado's chagrin, I'm still taking the rings off. As you all know, we don't stand on ceremony here. And yes, I know I didn't toast the foot. Kind of want to talk to you today about the future of the cigar and whiskey talks. There is so much going on that these are all just going to have to be multiple subjects in one. Which, I am sorry, that is going to make them longer than usual. And if you guys are like me, I really don't like videos that are more than 10 minutes or so long on YouTube, although I do watch quite a few that are longer than that because documentary kind of thing. Like right now, I've been binge watching a couple who bought a sailboat and sailed around the entire Great Loop and did all that kind of thing, and I've been binge watching them because I couldn't stop, quite frankly. Sailing Solianis, if you actually want to go over there and watch that. I'm not gonna do storyboards and all that kind of stuff, but I do have some notes, so I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do in the future. Just talk about multiple things. So this is gonna be the new format for the cigar and whiskey talks. They may not stay cigar and whiskey talks. They may become some other title. I don't know. Salty Dog News or something along those lines. Anyway, so new format. Subject number one. Subject number two. Got into some stuff online not too long ago. Something that really bothers me a lot. Every time anybody posts a product or anything like that on any of the bushcraft groups or the outdoors groups or personal pages and so on and so forth, someone always jumps on there and goes, "Is that made in America?" I'll be perfectly honest with you. I love made in America products. I buy made in America stuff when I can, just like y'all should do. Okay? And you should buy small business stuff when you can. But quite frankly, not that much stuff is manufactured in the U.S. anymore completely. A lot of things are manufactured from overseas components and basically assembled here in the U.S. There are quite a few little cottage industry things that are made in the U.S. But like the discussion went online, the reason that there aren't that many American-made products anymore are twofold. Number one, I'm sorry, the government has chased manufacturing out of the U.S. We have a lot higher, or some of the highest, corporate taxes and things like that of any industrialized country. So, quite frankly, a business's job is to make money. And they do this by a good or a product that somebody wants to buy or somebody wants to pay for. So basically, if we ran people out of the U.S. because of increased taxes, increased labor costs, increased material costs, all of those things, then it's really on the U.S. that there are a lot of manufacturing's not done in the U.S. anymore. Environmental regulations played a huge part in all that. Let's see, what were we talking about that actually got this guy in a tizzy? I don't remember what it was. It's like stainless steel products. The stainless steel extrusion process is a labor-intensive, nasty process that basically, if it was done in the U.S. because of material costs, manufacturing costs, labor costs, so on and so forth, they would cost 3 times or 4 times what a piece of U.S. Stainless steel costs, or what a piece of manufactured overseas stainless steel costs. With that being said, all right, consumers, basically, if you have something that's worth $59 or sold for $59, and you can get that product that's basically identical for $39, then most people are going to buy the identical $39 product. And so I'm not impressed by people who say buy American, buy American, buy American, and then post those things from their Chinese-made electronics, be it a computer, be it a phone, be it a tablet, be it whatever. I had a guy on that post go, well, what phones are made in the U.S.? And I honestly don't know any phones that are made completely in the U.S. anymore. Motorola is still in the U.S. However, most of their electronics aren't U.S. electronics that goes inside that case. So there you go, and that's the case with most things. You know, people would still be buying Magnavox TVs if they could compete with a Sony as far as price goes. Here's another thing. I spent 4 years in Japan, and one of the reasons that Japanese electronics are so cheap here in the United States is because they are 4 times as expensive in Japan. When I was in Japan was several years ago, a lot of years ago, back in 92 to 95, I think it was, or 91 to 95. I went downtown to the electronics district in Tokyo, and quite frankly, a 19-inch TV over there cost 4 to 5 times what you could come back to the States and buy it from Walmart for. Same brand, same model, same make, same everything. So basically, they were racking their own people to import cheaper stuff to other countries. Let's see, what else did I get in trouble for? I've had a guy on my Facebook profile message me several times because I share things online, and a lot of the things I share are illegal immigrant stuff and illegal immigrant committing crimes. I share a lot of that stuff, and he's of the same idea that most people are, and he keeps messaging me, but he's polite about it, so I haven't blocked him. You need to stop forwarding that stuff because it makes illegals look bad. And my answer to him is this: let me get this right. My forwarding the report is making illegals look bad, but the actual crimes being committed aren't. And they're facts. These guys are illegal immigrants. They're committing crimes. And quite frankly, if they weren't here to commit that crime, law enforcement would have more time to devote on the people who are supposed to be here committing the same crimes. And yes, we commit the same crimes as they do. Not personally, but, you know, citizens and people who illegally commit the same crimes. But it takes away from law enforcement's time and the crime and investigators' time and everything that they have to investigate these crimes that should have never been committed in the first place, because those folks shouldn't have been here if they came here illegally. That being said, next subject. Road trip. I'd really like to spend a lot of time on the road right now. But Uncle Joe is keeping me off the road a lot with high gas prices, a lot of places I go. I'd like to spend about 90 days on the road and film it all for you folks. But I'll be perfectly honest with you, I'm not sure I can afford to stay on the road that many days in a row. It used to cost me $38 to fill up my van. Now it's costing $60 and $90 sometimes, according to wherever I'm at. So, we may have to curb some of the road trips. That being said, the boat series will still go on. Because all I've got to do is drive there, and then I spend the 2 or 3 days on the boat doing upgrades and modifications and so on and so forth to get it where it needs to go. So, wish I was a high dollar YouTuber and could afford sponsors. Or I had sponsors. That'd be awesome. Oh well. But then again, I'd be beholden to those folks and have to do stuff for them and showcase their stuff. But, I'm still in the market for sponsors if any of you want to do that. Let's see. Last but not least, follow Salty Dog Outdoors everywhere, because quite frankly, I got to turn this into a business. There are 2 Salty Dog Outdoors things on Facebook. There's a group and a page. Please go like those pages and join the group and so on and so forth. If any of you guys are YouTubers, please feel free to join the group and post your YouTube videos there, as long as they're pertinent to outdoor stuff. Follow on Instagram, and everything is Salty Dog Outdoors. So you can find us all there. Some of the stuff's in the description. So there's links there, so you can find all that stuff. TikTok's not linked on there, but apparently everybody's making good progress on TikTok as social media magnets. So I'll probably up that game just a little bit more. Salty Dog Outdoors also on TikTok. Patreon. I post things that are there just for people who subscribe, which the lowest subscription there is $1 a month. And there's stuff that'll go up that's just for the Patreon subscribers. But there's also stuff that I do publicly there. Salty Dog Outdoors on Patreon. And, of course, YouTube. My rolling average on view time is up to 3,000 hours on over 365 days. The way to monetize on YouTube is you have to have so many subscribers, and you have to have so many hours of view times on a 365-day rolling average. That number is 4,000 hours right now. So with 3,000 hours on a 365-day rolling average, I'm not there yet, and I'm probably not close. And that's just what it takes to apply to be monetized on YouTube. So, I'd like to get there and maybe make some of this stuff happen. We'll see. I don't know. The way it is right now, it costs me about $2,500 to $3,000 a month to stay on the road, and that's with doing the same level of things that I'm doing now. So if I need to up my game, I'm gonna have to punch that up, because quite frankly, the products I bring you, most of those things I pay for, because I don't want to feel obligated to a business for them giving me a product and me reviewing their stuff and talking about the stuff and using the stuff. So I prefer to buy my things and then make that money back either through an affiliate link to sell that product, or through views on YouTube, which I'm not there yet, or views on TikTok, or views on wherever I'm at, Patreon, wherever. So the ideal situation to pay all the costs involved with the channel and so on and so forth, well, with the enterprise, empire, whatever you want to call it, I'm probably going to have to, I don't know, make $3,000 or $4,000 a month, maybe $5,000. I don't know, depending on the level of things you want to see. So let me know if there's anything you'd like me to talk about on these cigar and whiskey talks. I'll try to get it in. I hesitate to weigh in on some things because, quite frankly, I think it's stupid. But if you want to hear what I've got to say on it, just leave me a comment and let me know. So, like, view, and subscribe. Go check out all the other platforms that Salty Dog Outdoors is on. And, like I said, thanks for your views. Thanks for your support. Click on over to the main channel, or the main page on YouTube, the channel page, and check out some of my buddies' channels. And I want to give a shout out to CFP, Central Florida Prepper, who apparently bumped my channel, and it made me about 200 subscribers. So I really appreciate that. So go over and check out his channel, Survival Living, Survival Life. Just look up Central Florida Prepper on YouTube. I'll start doing shout outs, and I'll put a link at the end of the videos. That won't be this video though. So talk to you later. Have a nice day.